The strategy and factory pattern go hand in hand. In a previous video, we covered off on the strategy pattern, but here's a quick recap. The strategy pattern is a fancy way of saying just use an interface. In our code example, we have an order service with a method called shipOrder, and we're using this conditional block to check whether to send a notification via email or SMS. Whenever we want to add new ways to send notifications, for example, push notifications, we need to update our order service. But our order service doesn't need to care about how the notification is sent. It just needs to care about that a notification is sent. And this is where we can start utilizing interfaces. So we can create an interface, then all the ways for us to send notifications, aka our strategies, can implement that interface. And now our order service only needs to depend on an iOrder notifier, because it doesn't care about how it's sending notifications. All it cares about is that we're sending one. And behind the scenes, we could be sending an email, an SMS, or a push notification. But it doesn't matter, because they all implement the common interface. What if we wanted to send notifications based on a user's preference, where one user wanted to receive emails, but another user wanted to receive push notifications? Well, this is where the factory pattern comes in. This allows us to create strategies based on runtime information. The factory pattern is a creational pattern that provides us a way to create objects without specifying the exact type. So in our case, given a user's notification preference, it can create an email service, an SMS service, or a push notification service. So back in our code example, we can create a new class called OrderNotifierFactory, and this is going to have one method called create, and that's going to take in a user and it's going to return an order notifier. And then based on the user's notification preference, we can return an email, SMS, or push notification service. And rather than injecting an iOrder notifier directly into our order service, we can inject the factory instead. And now when we want to send a notification, we can create a notifier and then send it. This approach still has the same benefits as before, where if we introduce a brand new way to send notifications, we don't need to update our order service at all. Currently, our application only supports users receiving notifications via one specific channel. But what if they wanted to receive multiple notifications, like emails and SMSs? That seems pretty reasonable, right? How can we add the new functionality of users receiving notifications from multiple channels without changing the order service? Try pausing the video and let me know what you think down below, and let's see if we come up with the same solution. So my approach to this problem is actually creating a new type of order notifier. So let's create a class called multi-channel notifier, and this is going to implement the order notifier interface. But the special thing about this class is it's actually going to take in a number of notifiers, and when we implement the interface, we're just going to loop through those notifiers and call the method. Now we can update our factory to make use of our new multi-channel notifier. So if the user has the notification type enabled, we can just add it to the multi-channel notifier. What we did to solve this problem is actually another software design pattern called the decorator pattern. This allows us to create new functionality and new behaviors on top of existing objects by creating these special wrappers. So you might be thinking to yourself, why do we do all this? Didn't we just move the code around and move the complexity from one place to another? And you'll be right, we did. But that's the point of abstraction. Our order service doesn't care about how the notification is sent. It just knows that it needs to be sent. And that's what we abstracted away with these two lines of code. But I think it's really important to highlight, abstraction isn't free. It comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of increased complexity and indirection since the implementation details are elsewhere. But I think you need to ask yourself, is the cost worth the benefit? In our case, I think it is. We can easily change how we send notifications, or we can easily add brand new ways of sending notifications, all without changing the order service. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.